Action.
Welcome back to Brian with Newland Farm. Today we're out here. What I'm actually doing, we've made these a few times before for some of our other chickens, and we made the chicks out a while back and got them in the chicken wagon, and we just didn't really need a whole lot of water, so we've been using that 5-gallon water that we've been using, and anyways, now that it's heating up and the birds are getting bigger, they're going through a lot more water. And I was just going to show you what we like to do, what I've learned really works good for us. We've got a lot of these mineral tubs floating around from the cows and stuff. But anyways, I wanted something that worked that I could hold more water with. And these right here turned out to work pretty good. I think they're about I won't say about a 25 gallon actually is what they will hold. But anyways, what we went to is these right here. They're the poultry watering nipples. And the way I like to do it, I just take these. I've actually mounted them before. The first time I done it, I actually mounted them in the side. And I realized that these ain't designed to mount on the side. They've got to be up and down. They do have some that mount on the side, but I've never used them. We've been using these now 2 or 3 years, I guess. And one of the concerns I had with them was, like the ones that come out the side, was I didn't know if they'd freeze when the weather gets cold. And so I went to these just thinking, well, they may not be as apt to freeze. But what I've got where I do, when I get this done, I'll actually, when wintertime gets here, I'll put a bird bath water heater and I'll just lay it down in this, and it keeps the water warm enough that it don't actually allow the nipple to freeze. And I have had it on real cold days. I've had it where they've tried to freeze, but the nature of the chicken, when they go up there to peck at it to get the water out, they break that little ice barrier and it'll go ahead and start working. But what we do, we actually just take, and I've already actually drilled this one. They take a 3/8 bit and to drill them with, and they've got a little seal on them. I've got a little gasket there on them. It's like a O-ring, I guess, but I actually, when I do them, I actually put a little Teflon tape on them. It's probably not necessary, but these tubs ain't real thick, and that was one of my concerns before with them was didn't know how good these would actually hold. And we've been pretty rough with the ones that we've made, and they seem to do really good. This particular one here, I actually put six of these in there. I think on the package it'll tell you that they're good for one of them's good for like 6 birds, I think's what it is. But anyways, we're actually gonna make a couple of these waters to go in there with them, and but I'll just go around through there, and once I get them all started, I'll go around and snug them down pretty good. One thing we do, like I said, we've got several different ones of these floating around, and we've got different size ones. And I will say this: you do want to make sure when you put this out there, if you use one like this, you want to make sure you got a top for it. We've actually got some lids that work on some of our smaller mineral tubs, but they're a little too small for this. So what I've got where I do, I don't know if I got one in here handy, but it's actually a little bit bigger tub, and I just actually set it on top of this one, and that'll keep, which the chickens will get on top of that, but it'll keep them from, pooping in their water. I guess it's
messing in it.
Yeah. But anyways, putting that one on top, it'll keep them from messing in their water and getting it nasty. And two, when I first done it, I didn't think they'd bother it, but they'd fly up, and when they fly up, they'd land here, and I actually had a couple that actually fell in it. They didn't drown, but I wouldn't want to take that chance. So I just take and put that other one the other tub we got. So if you don't have different size tubs, for sure put something over it just to keep them from actually being able to fall in it, because you know it's pretty deep tub here. But so we do that, and then like I said, when it comes time for winter, I'll just take and put that bird bath heater off in there and plug it up. And the way we normally put them up, I'll show you whenever I get this one out there and set up. But the way we normally do them is I just take some cinder blocks and I'll put me a 2x across where these ain't at, and I'll elevate it. I think the other one we've got out there on one group of them, I think it's about a foot off the ground, and you know, it takes them a little bit to get used to it, but it didn't take them more than probably 2 days. What I did, I actually left this one out there, or left one out there, and then I took and left their regular water, and they naturally started going over here just for curiosity, and they'd peck at these. And once they realized what it was, they quit using their other water. And we can fill something like this up. We can fill it up and put that top on it, and you don't have to worry about the water getting dirty. And I think with the black tank or the black tub, I think, my opinion, I think it does better as far as growing any type of algae or anything like that. Normally, when we dump the water out every so often, there's really no cleaning, because I guess just where it's so dark, it don't allow stuff to grow in it. The sun ain't on it or whatever. But anyways, we just wanted to share with y'all that. I was out here today. It's actually trying to rain, and but it was something that, like I said, we worked on it for a while, trying to find out some type of watering system. We didn't have to worry about them getting it dirty. And we found out these right here work real good. They'll last a pretty good while out there. You fill a couple of these up. And this right here is what we come up with. It's just a temporary as far as the install. I wasn't real sure how I wanted to mount it, but just to go ahead and get them a water out here, a bigger one. What I did, I just took and I set on top of the tongue of the trailer there, and I just used a few ratchet straps to ratchet it down. And you can see there's one right there. They've never been around this type of water. She was a little curious. But anyways, that's it on the trailer. Like I said, we've mounted them different ways. That's just one of the ways. I'm wanting to mount this one where we don't have to worry about, when we get ready to move the wagon, we don't have to worry about moving any blocks or anything like that. We just hook to the wagon and pull it, and the water will stay on there full. Like I said, I am gonna mount another one, but I'm not real sure where I'm gonna put it yet, and I may end up just using this in another coop, and I may end up actually using one of the 55-gallon food grade barrels and just putting the same waters in it. And if I do that, I may just put one on the very front of the tongue of the trailer. But anyways, like I said, that's just what we got. We just wanted to show you what I do as far as waters, and really found out I like them waters pretty good. So, but anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.